1A of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 is very clear and unambiguous. The section provides as follows: a court may, within the proceedings or while passing judgment, order the defendant or convict to pay a sum of money, A, as compensation to any person injured by the offense, irrespective of any other fine or other punishment that may be the convict or the defendant, where substantial compensation is, in the opinion of the court, recoverable by the suit. Now, a fine is a pecuniary penalty imposed by a competent court upon a person convicted of a crime. A fine is strictly restricted to crimes. By definition, therefore, fine is a payment of money ordered by a court from a person who has been found guilty of violating law. It may be specified as the punishment for an offense, usually a minor offense, but could also be specified and used as an option to imprisonment for major crimes, or a complement to other punishments specified for such crimes. There's need to give a deterrent sentence and to send the message that such acts are not acceptable. Therefore, this Honorable Court orders as follows. 1, the defendant is to pay the victim a sum of 200,000 naira to recompense her for the harm done to her by sexually exploiting her innocence, being only 14 years at the time of committing the offense. 2, the said amount of 200,000 is to be handed down to the victim's mother to be kept in trust for the victim. 3, Honorable Court hereby sentences the convict Abdurrahim Munkai time in the course of trial for the offense to have been convicted of, having commenced from the date of arraignment, being the 21st day of February 2022, when the convict was remanded at the Potiskum Correctional Center, when eventually he was granted bail as a result of ill health. The sentence, having already been served, is to serve as punishment to you and a deterrent to others. This Honorable Court admonishes you to stay away from crime or any of its appearances. Essentially, the essence of punishment is to obtain a reformation in the subject. You are enjoined to stay true to your words and lead an exemplary life after having served your sentence. Having said that, failure to pay the above stated sum to the victim means the convict has fallen foul of the section of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act and liable to be remanded to serve the mandatory sentence. Because imprisonment is either 7 years or the sum of 1 million naira. Realizing that the convict is somebody of poor, not very flexible means of funds, that was why I reduced it to 200,000 naira. This shall be, and also I didn't want to send him back to prison because of his ill health. Since he's outside, he will look for the money to recompense the victim. This shall be the cost sentence of the convict, which sentence is no doubt very light. It was deliberately made so in order to encourage the convict to quickly retrace his steps and return to the society as a changed person. The convict may not be so lucky if in the future he is caught and charged for a similar offense. This shall be the court sentence.
As court, please, my lord. Abdurrahim S. Munkaila, yau kotu ta gabatar da hukunci kamar haka. Hukuncin wannan laifi naka za ka zaman fursuna na shekara 7 ne ko a biya tara ta naira miliyan 1. amma kotu ta yi nata adalcin a kai inda ta yi dubi da yau kotu ta tabbatar da cewa za ka zanna a gidan fursuna sai an biya naira 200,000 a iyayen wannan yarinya da aka samu wannan matsala ko kuma kai wannan zama na shekarun. Wannan hukuncin kotu ta tabbatar da cewa hukunci ne mai sauki sosai, hukunci ne da ya kamata ka gode sosai, kuma tana kira gare ka da in ka koma cikin al'umma ka zama mutum na kware, ka kiyaye, ka nesanta kanka da ma'amala da irin wannan halayya marasa kyau, ka zama kuma mai bada shawari a wasu ma kar su aikata makamancin haka, ko da wani ne zai yi ma kai ma mai bada shawarar kar a yi ne. Wannan shine hukuncin da kotu ta yanke kamar haka. As court, please, my lord.
Thank you, Mr. Salihu, but he has already served the 2 years imprisonment. Okay, you didn't hear me when I was trying to explain?
Yes, my lord.
He has already served the term of imprisonment because he was in prison for 2 years during the course of the trial. So instead of the 7 years, he has been imprisoned for 2 years, which is already served in the course of trial.
Imprisonment ɗaurinka da aka yi yanzu shine shekara 2 a nan gidan yari. Sannan kuma dama already kayi shekara kai 2 a gidan. Shine shekara 2 ne ɗaurin da aka maka. Kowannen taron ta naira 200,000 kamar yadda aka faɗa. Spot police man.
I think there's still something missing. Can you, as the prosecuting counsel, can you explain to the defendant? Tell him in Hausa language. Gently, because of the echo.
Wannan hukunci amma ta baka shekara 2 wanda ta ce already ta riga ta shekara 2 a lokacin da ake yin tickets din kuma sai ba ba taron yin kudin kari na dora maka taron yin babu kari yin yarinya ya ta samu wannan ajiyar da ta ta wannan sanin da kuma ita ba mahaifiyar yarinya za a baka su
Okay, you're sorry. I forgot completely. Please.
Okay. Abdurrahim, abin da ake magana shine asali hukuncin wannan laifin da kama ka da shi ɗaurin shekara 7 a gidan yari ko kuma taron naira 5. So kotu ta duba roƙon da aka yi a gabanta sannan sai ta rage hukuncin cewa za ka yi shekara 2 a gidan yari maimakon shekara 7. Sannan kuma kotu ta ce shekara 2 nan za ka yi su, za a fara ƙirgen shi ne daga ranar da aka kawo ka gabanta. Wannan yana nuna cewa ka riga ka yi wannan lokacin, ka shafe wannan lokacin a cikin lokacin da aka yi ana shari'ar ka har izuwa lokacin da aka bada belin ka. Wannan yana nuna cewa ka yi wannan zaman da kotu ta yanke maka. Sai ƙafa na biyu shine kotu ta yanke cewa za ka biya naira 200,000 ga ita yarinyar da wani, sannan kuma za a biya ne ga mahaifiyar wannan yarinya, sannan za ta a matsayin amana ma yarinya a matsayin ta na mahaifiyarta. Yau ina zaman wani da tsallake.
Thank you, Counsel.
My Lord, I would like to thank you so much for this life sentence. Indeed, it was life sentence. My Lord, I'm sure the defendant is now a new person and will not be found in relation to in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Counsel.
Use this opportunity to for the sound judgment, wisdom, and I'm sure you will about wisdom about discouraging the that is the convict from further formation of the gun is to actually start the
Thank you so much, Counsel. Okay. Do we have another case still?
Ina godiya ga wannan kotun da girma mai adalci.
Okay.
Ina godiya ga wannan girma mai adalci. Ina godiya ga wannan kotun da girma mai adalci da irin hukuncin da ta mun na adalci mai sassauci. Kuma Allah da buran sake hukuncin kama da kwatankwacin haka a gare ni ba ko ga wani. Na gode.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Please call the next case. Thank you.
Charge number FHC/M/24/2024 between Federal Republic of Nigeria and Bashir Abba Ari.
Bashir Abba, my Lord, the defendant is here at the Correctional Center and he speaks Hausa. And he speaks Hausa.
Representation? EFCC? Is that the EFCC case? Any counsel from the EFCC? It's okay. This seems that the matter for today is for review of facts, and I've not seen any counsel for the complainant for the prosecution, so the matter will be adjourned. Give me a date. If possible, before. This case is called none of the counsel are present in court. This matter is hereby adjourned to the 9th day of July for review of facts. The defendant is to continue to be remanded in the Potiskum Correctional Center to the next adjourned date.
Ask God, please, my Lord. Lauya mai gabatar da kara zo ba, da haka kotu ta daga zaman zuwa ranar 9 ga wannan wata. Allah ya samu na. Da duka zama.
Any other case for the correctional center? Yes. That is the end of the case? Okay. No other virtual case? Potiskum Correctional Center, thank you so much.
Mohammed Halid.
Thank you. All council, thank you so much for virtual proceedings. This is the end. We'll go back to the traditional court setting. You still have one? Which one? Okay, you didn't say so. Correctional Center, do you still have Muhammad Khalid there?
Yes, madam.
He's on bail? Okay, this case is not meant for virtual. I've just informed that the defendant is on bail. Is he with you?
My lord, is here at the correction center.
So, prosecuting counsel, you are confusing the court. So call the case, please.
Federal Republic of Nigeria and Muhammad Muhammad.
Muhammad Ali. My lord, the defendant is present here at the correction center and it's big.
Thank you. The presentation. None of the council.
Yes. Respectfully, my lord, my name is my humble appearance.
May it please, my lord, R. Mohammed is my name. My appearance is for the defendant, my lord. My lord, the matter was adjourned for today for adoption of defense final written address, my lord. And we are ready to address them subject to overriding convenience of this honorable court.
My lord, we are equally ready.
My lord,
Just a minute. Yeah, this case is called. The defendant is present in court. Both parties are duly represented in court by their respective counsel, and both express their readiness to adopt their final written address. Unfortunately, this matter shall be adjourned until after the annual vacation. It's been adjourned because my hands are already full with cases fixed for judgment between now and the annual vacation, which is just less than 2 weeks. I apologize to counsel, as what compounded the problem is that some fundamental human rights matters, which was ripe for hearing, has been brought back to this court from court 2. And such cases against sui generis must be attended to expeditiously. Consequently, I have to put on hold further adoption of written addresses so as not to compound my list of outstanding cases for judgments and rulings. Also, the adoption of final written address cannot be taken today because of the tight sitting schedules, which is hindering me from having extra time to complete the said judgments and rulings before July. We are in July already. Because of the aforementioned reasons, it is prudent to adjourn. In the circumstances, the adoption of final written addresses with the consent of both learned counsel is adjourned to give me a date, Dahi. How many cases do we have on that day? 4. This case is adjourned to the 23rd day of October, 2024. The defendant, who is already remanded at the Port Correctional Center, is to continue to be remanded there to the next adjourned date.
Yawwa, saboda ayyuka da suka yi yawa a gaban kotu da kuma wasu dalilai na kotu, an ɗaga wannan zama sai ranar 23 ga watan 10 bayan lokacin da za ta kuma. Ka je ka san. As court, please, my lord.
Is that the cases for correctional center, all virtual cases?
Yes, my lord, that is all, my lord.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Sadi. Thank you so much, Correctional Center. I thank counsel as well as the registry of the Federal High Court, as well as Mr. Fatai, who is assisting us with the virtual procedures. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
it for today. We go back to the traditional mode of sitting for the rest of the cases.
Yeah.